Hello, my tennis patients. In today's video, we're going to be analyzing GRAF'S forehand, okay? And we're going to see what she does that every good player does nowadays, and we're going to see what she doesn't do as well. Let's begin. So in phase one, she does make a unit turn, okay? And she actually keeps the non-hitting hand on the throat of the racket until basically the ball bounces, just like every good player who hits a forehand. As we can see, boom, the non-hitting hand is still on the throat, and then she lets go as the front shoulder is underneath the chin and the non-hitting arm goes parallel with the baseline. Now from here, okay, she kind of sends her arm on a lone mission, and we're going to see that her forehand, she's pretty much actually arming it, and it's not exactly along for the ride, hence why she does not have a lot of racket head speed, okay? Like if she were to be compared to today's players, she basically would be powder puffing the ball, all right? Now, the racket is kind of moving with her body as a unit as she turns forward. But what we see nowadays with, men and women is the racket loose and lagging behind and much more uncoiling and more of a delay before the racket starts to even go forwards. As we can see here, she sets the racket head behind the hand pretty early. Instead of just dropping it straight down and having the delay and pat the dog, she points the flashlight. Okay, it's an old school forehand. And can we blame her? I mean, the times were different back then when she was playing, and a lot of people actually hit like this. But we want this angle, this letter L, to be a byproduct of violent body rotation. But it seems like Steffi Graf just goes to the flashlight and then arms the forehand. This is in slow motion. Let's take this back so you can see just what I'm talking about how she basically just arms the ball. Boom. Okay, right. She is moving her body, but she doesn't really have any lag on the forehand, okay? There's a second shot that we can look at as well. This is a point sequence. She moves into the court, okay? Boom. Same thing. She's basically making a letter C here. This is what you're going to see. And it's basically all arm, almost, okay? Yes, she is driving up from the lower body. She's uncoiling into the ball, but even you can see in the contact point just how kind of tight she is, and she's really just arming the ball. I mean, hey, it worked for her. It doesn't mean it's going to work for you. Unfortunately, tennis is different now, and this was a long time ago, but she definitely does not hit the ball like most of the players nowadays. Okay, let's just watch this again. Slow it down. Boom. Right, the separation of the non-hitting hand. Right, it's not that big of a deal, but right, we do have a little bit of an inversion here, so there is a little bit of a delay. The racket head is not behind her hand yet, but boom, then it goes behind. And right, arguably this move right here could lose you a lot of power, right, if you're just arming the ball and pointing the flashlight too early. It's commonly referred to as the WTA forehand. Like I said, it doesn't mean that it's wrong, right? It's just there is a better way to hit the ball, nowadays at least. Okay, but it worked for Steffi Graf, and it's not to take anything away from her personal achievements. And, if it worked for her, it worked, and why change it? In any event, thanks for tuning in. And I hope you found this video interesting, and I'll see you guys next time.
Tennis Doctor is a self-help tennis book for adults. You could have 40-inch biceps, rapid anticipation, fancy feet, and a brilliant mind, but if you have poor swing mechanics, you will never win. On the contrary, you can have slow reactions, terrible footwork, and be 40 pounds overweight, yet still produce a good shot if you can perfect your swing. By reading Tennis Doctor, you own the secret to a perfect swing, and if we have to, we'll call you an Uber to get you to the ball in time. Read it now on Amazon and listen to it on Audible in every country. Tired of going down a rabbit hole of tennis videos that focus on what the swing should look like but not how to do it? I have systemized the best tennis information for being an advanced level player and you can copy it by taking my online course. Click the link in the description to get started now.